This may be the most excited I've ever been for any drone ever. Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
Amelia's taking a nap and Popeye's swabbing the poop deck. Actually, we just took a nice little walk with him earlier today. It was a lot of fun. We're the RC Sailors. Welcome to our RC family. Today we're going to take a look at the DJI Mavic Pro 2. This is a drone that Abby very much had her heart set on, that I kind of said we should pass on simply because we wanted to wait till the next jump.
Can you guys believe that? The wife of the relationship wanted the toy and the husband said no.
Well,
who does that?
It doesn't happen very often, but in this case it did, and I thought we could put the funds toward other things. Well, thankfully, an absolutely amazing patron, family member, supporter stepped up and just said they weren't using theirs and thought they'd give it to somebody that could and would. And that's exactly what we plan on doing. Today's video is just going to be me flying for fun with Abby. That's it. We just want to see if it works, and I wanted my very first flight of this entire setup to be shared with you guys. This is not a review. Those have been pounded into the ground. This is just me flying for fun. However, I do think that I will take a closer look at this monitor depending on the market availability in the future. I don't know if this is still readily available to you guys, but if it is, I'll take a closer look at it, not only with this drone, but with the other DJI drones we have. Will it work with the Spark and our original Mavic? Because let's face it, not everyone is lucky enough to have one of these. We're extremely lucky, guys. I don't know how else to say that. That's the only reason we have one of these in our hands, and now I'm ready to fly it. So let's put it in the air and see how it does. I want to start recording on here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm really excited because Abby and I have been reviewing so many bad drones lately. I'm just ready for a good drone, and this is going to probably be the most amazing drone we've had ever, right?
Yes.
The Inspire was more expensive, but I hated it.
Technology has come a long way since we bought our Inspire 1 over like 4 or 5 years ago.
Auto takeoff.
Takeoff. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Okay, now I can tell right now that my focus is not auto, so let's see if we have autofocus set. I think we're just on tap to focus currently. Yes, so touch the screen to focus. So we're gonna have to remember that. This is a professional grade video platform drone. I'm sure we can set that to auto, but this is our true first flight, absolute true first flight, and I wanted you guys to be a part of that with us. So most of this video is just gonna be me as a guy that loves to fly things, my experience. I'm not necessarily out to review this today. This is just me appreciating this drone. So I hope you guys are okay with that. I want to be upfront with you early on. I may not test all the flight features in this video. I may not test the range in this video, but I can show you the windsock. See how full that is? I would not expect
That's a little thing.
I know, I wouldn't expect anything less, but this...
It's like 10 miles an hour. So.
It's very windy, yeah. And they can see the big windsock here up on top of the building.
Although it's broken, so it's not very accurate.
Well, it's not accurate. It doesn't fill up now. But the point is, it's windy, and the drone is obviously visually rock solid, and I just can't say enough about the video quality. Now, what I'm going to... unfortunately, because this was a gift and it kind of caught me off guard, I thought my memory cards were fast enough and good enough for 4K, but the drone is telling me that it's not. So I've put in one of my Class 10 nice SanDisk cards, but yeah, I am. It is not able to do 4K. So this video that you're watching is not 4K, it's just 1080p, but I don't think our YouTube friends will mind. Oh my gosh, look at that. So we obviously have our vertical control, and I don't even want to talk much about my monitor in this video because this is me focusing it. I want to do another video talking about this monitor. Even though I'm not totally sure you can still buy this, I am just really happy to have it.
I think you can buy it on Amazon, but it looked like it was sold out. At least a lot of the versions were sold out on DJI, but we saw it on Amazon, right?
Well, yeah, I saw the prices, I know that. Yeah. So we're flying over Death Valley right now with a really smooth shot. The crazy big metal pieces you're seeing behind our building are pieces of a crane. That is parts to a crane. And they're just so crystal clear, Abby. So crystal clear.
I love that screen. I know we're not going to talk about it in this video a lot, but
Not
that
too
is
much.
so flipping
So
cool.
as we said, this is just us enjoying this drone. I'll probably have to let you fly this too, although you're a much better camera person than me. The distance that we're at is just, that's about the max distance we've been flying most of our drones lately. The whole move right there is just me on the sticks, by the way, all manual controls. Generally, the drones that we've been covering, we can only fly about that far and we have issues. So, and I'm not talking about the ones we like the Spark, our old Mavic, or the Hubsan Zeno. Those are great, they can fly a little farther. But you know what, I am going to fly a bit higher and get a really nice height test on this. I came a little closer too. I'm not going to fly directly over the cranes, but I want you guys to see that from the sky. This used to be a cow pasture, and then Marathon came in and put in
See a
these.
big old hawk or something over there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how high you are.
I see it. I see a jet way up there.
Yeah, it's way up there though.
But I wanted everyone to see the crane parts. You see that, Abby? Look, I've never flown a drone with this big of a
I
tablet.
miss the cows.
I do too.
I miss the cow field. They're still back there though. We see them every once in a while at the edge.
Still, with this being so close to our field, it just feels like we're running out of space up here.
Yeah.
But we're not. We can still fly just fine. We just try not to fly over everybody. So what we used to be able to do was take off, and if the sun in the mornings was behind us, we could fly over here in this space, but we can't now. Look how beautiful that is back there though.
I know.
So pretty.
Past the cranes.
Now we're almost at max flight height. Let's just go ahead and hit it. Well, no, we're only at 200 feet. Let's keep going up. What a beautiful day to fly. There's a small pond back there.
Yeah.
See, this is such an amazing. We should be talking.
Maximum flight
We
altitude.
should be talking about this monitor
No.
because it's probably one of my favorite aspects to this right now. Everything just looks so good. Gotta remind myself to tap to focus. I need to turn that on autofocus, I think. But all of this, it's just an amazing drone. Oh, thank you so much to our Santa Claus that gave this to us. I thank you so much. So cool. Okay, let's do a little bit of a kind of a distance test, not an official distance test, but let's fly off into the corner where we tend to at the edge of our field. So we even have maps and everything here. Isn't this great?
Yeah. That was the edge.
Yeah, I was
You
just
went too
looking
far.
all around. So
Right
I have a tap to angle right straight down,
Oh wow, that's cool.
and then hit that, and it should go back. Okay, it just takes us back to straight out. And I want to get a little bit better orientation, so I'm going to bring the drone closer to me, and I want to lower it some and go exploring out our usual spot. Abby, we'll get it a bit lower and you can walk back on. I think we're like straight up above us right now. So don't worry about the camera for now. I see it. Probably easy for the camera to see there.
I saw it now. I lost it.
Yeah, we're lining up to go out the distance we like to test. I think a lot of our camera settings are on auto, but maybe some aren't because things do look a little bit bright, just a little bit flushed right now. So remember, we're getting this from an amazing patron family member of ours that just was not using it and said we would get better use. So he may have had the camera settings on some manual shots here. You want me to get closer, Abby?
Yep.
What an amazing drone. Absolutely awesome. And it should be for the price that
That's
it is. Okay. So what we're gonna do is just fly out past this field. Manual, completely manual. I just want to fly out and go past the trees. Generally, we start to see on some of our like $200 drones a little bit of issues here, and then right at the edge of the field, right here, this field, that's where we start to see latency issues right there. Now I've let go of the controls, and I just want you guys to see like a visual cue of how far away that is. And that field is us. There's the cranes, which does make it easier to find us now on camera. And then the little blue shed there in the middle, let's tap to focus. That's us, we're right there. So we're getting really far away. That's already 850 feet away. Of course, we're still maintaining visual line of sight, and I'm going to just fly out a bit farther because this drone can. Let's get a little bit of these trees in focus here.
That's a little loud.
It is. That can be adjusted. That's the beautiful thing about this drone, and the monitor and everything about it. It can all be adjusted. So, of course, we still want to maintain visual line of sight, and I do have that, but it's just a tiny, tiny, tiny little speck out there. I don't want to go much farther. I don't know if we've ever flown anything directly past these power lines, but I do know that we have gone out here to the left some, and we've seen some four-wheeler paths. You remember that? I think we did it with the Xeno, honestly. Let's see if we can find
You're
our
such
old...
a tiny speck.
I know.
Oh, I was able to follow you till just now.
The video latency on this is just amazing, amazing. There's our four-wheeler path I was talking about. Now, when we've seen those cars, they have been, I think it might have been in the fall. But is this it? Is that our car?
I don't know.
That's the little three-way intersection.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
Okay, I'm up to the max height. I think this is our little homeless car.
I don't know. I thought it was more in an open field.
Maybe. So many four-wheeler paths and things to explore out here. Isn't that cool? And it looks like a tire pile, doesn't it?
Yep.
Tap to focus there for me, Abby. Don't want to lose visual on the drone. Yeah, those are some tires. Wonder what they're going to do with those. Don't know. Probably been there long enough. Let's fly back up and get away from there. These are just... I think this is part of a huge junkyard operation.
There it is. You can see it all right there. Turn
Isn't that
right.
wild?
Maximum flight
It's a
altitude
huge
reached.
junkyard.
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever seen this part
Maybe
of it.
not. Oh, well, I don't want to fly much farther. That's about the farthest I can possibly see the drone, so.
That's definitely overexposed.
It is a little bit. Let's see if we can play around with those settings while we're just, well, not while it's recording. It's all kind of grayed out, so we're going to just let that go for now. We'll have to play around with this a little bit more and get our camera settings to where we are happy with them.
I saw it was on auto white balance, but everything else, yeah, it's not on
It does.
auto.
It does
So
look
you can see
up at the top.
yeah, you can see that's 100 ISO. Yeah,
That's okay.
it's-
100 ISO is good.
Yeah, but the f-stop is
F-stop
2.8,
could be
so it needs
increased.
To be, yeah, it needs to be lower right now.
Okay, so this building, we're actually really close to the field. You can see the track. I'll focus it there. That is very loud. Sorry about that, guys. Coming in hot. Coming in quick. Abby, you should have a good visual
Well,
with the
you're
camera
behind
here.
us, I think. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna bring it around out front. You know what? I think I will do a couple of the
There you are. I see it.
preset flight things
way up there.
in here.
See it? Right there.
Oh yeah, of course. I've maintained line of sight this entire
Oh,
flight.
okay. I finally found it.
Hey, that's okay. You've been watching the video
Yeah.
monitor, haven't you?
Yep.
Well, I think we should do some of the preset flight things. DJI does such a good job with them. There we go. There's right with those birds like you were talking about.
Tell you what, why don't you land it? I want to look at the settings really quick.
Sure.
Because I have to restart my camera anyway, so go ahead and land it.
Okay.
Right behind the pole. Stay right there. Good job.
Well, Abby the Pro, you guys are probably going to notice a good difference here.
Take off. The home point has been updated.
Let's take a look at that video quality. I got to get it away from the little pole barn here.
If you're just flying for fun, you should just keep it on full auto.
Yeah.
If you're changing from like a sky view to a ground view, then you probably don't want to do it on full auto if you're doing it like professionally. But for what we're doing right now, auto is the best you can possibly film
I think you guys can probably tell.
because we can't sit here and mess around with the camera settings while we try to review it with you guys. So.
Right. Yeah, it looks so much better. Everything's just a bit darker, not quite as bright and flushed. So sorry you were watching it that long. I could have just...
I might go in and correct that.
Well,
And if I do, I'll put it on screen.
I
if
could-
do correct that.
I could have just
But it's hard to fix overexposed
hit stopped recording
and fixed it.
and then fix it in the air. Okay, we just decided to land it so Abby could take a good look at it too, and we wouldn't eat up the drone battery life. So right now we're at 47% battery, and I think we've been in the air for over 10 minutes.
Yeah, about 12 minutes.
So we should hit pretty close to a 20-minute flight time. I mean, that's just amazing, just amazing.
That's pretty similar to our Mavic.
Yeah, it is.
Well, now this is our Mavic, but the Mavic 1.
Yeah. Just love when a good drone works. I'm right over the
I saw you.
tower now.
I just figured it was kind of pointless for me to try to film it with this camera.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's do some of the preset flight functions before we lose our battery. I forgot. It's just really, really good to get a drone in the air and it works. You'd be surprised at how rare that happens. We've got we've got another video for you guys that probably makes some of you mad, but that'll be coming up really soon on the channel, probably in the next week or
Lunch
so.
break.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys even heard that. It was a buzzer.
All right, let's do some of these. These are always, I like these a lot. I think I have to stop recording though, so Abby, if you'd get the drone in the shot. Generally, what I have to do is hit the little controller icon on the left, and I know we're not doing a screen recording. Hit boomerang, and go.
3, 2,
And it'll auto record when it does this. Just starts recording automatically. So let's see what the boomerang will do. The thing about the quick shots is generally they're quite a bit smoother than what I can do on my own. And that is awesome. I'm going to step out here just to make sure we're clear of the power lines. Oh yeah.
Bye-bye.
Very clear. The little airplane stand might not have been the best thing to do, but look at that, Abby. Look at it go.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, it's great. Very cool. I like the boomerang. Yeah, that's really fun. Okay, so we're gonna be using this a lot more.
Yeah, I'm super pumped.
Just awesome. You guys always like when we include the drones with our boats and when we race on the track, and I think that this is gonna be our primary drone for that. I know, don't get me wrong, I still wanna get the Xeno out and the Spark out occasionally because they're great performing drones, and I want you guys to see that. Look nice and smooth, and we are done. Oh, so cool, so cool. Let's do another quick shot. Let's do, I think there are 5 at the bottom. One is called Asteroid. You want to try that?
Yeah, let's walk out into the field and do me and you.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
The really cool thing is it's detecting us, and I don't even have to draw a square around us. I can just touch us,
That's
and
neat.
it knows that, hey, okay, that's a person there. So this is the Asteroid. I've not seen this in person, so I don't exactly know what it's going to do. Should be pretty cool.
Goodbye.
Nice. All auto. I'm not touching the controls at all for any of this. That was interesting.
What's it doing now?
Well, it's doing its thing.
What the heck?
That's all it. I think
Is
that,
it doing like a 360 shot?
yeah, I think that when this is
That's
done, it's
cool.
going to be really cool. It's like splicing it together. So
That's cool.
very awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a 69% done.
that's
60.
neat.
Nice.
Huh.
I don't think you have it in focus though.
You know, I kind of thought that too. I tried to focus it when I was up there, but it was detecting us. So, like I said, we're just playing around with this, guys. I wanted to share my actual first flight with you. I want to fly this again off camera and play around with it more and try to learn some things. But there we go. That was the Asteroid. I guess it's done.
Yep.
Tap to fly.
low battery warning.
Let's do the
there's our
droney.
Quick
really
droney?
fast. Yeah.
And the quick shot.
Yeah, come closer to us. Start
Okay.
closer.
I should have time. That low battery warning can be set pretty much wherever.
Come close, close, close.
Okay.
Like where it's.
That's as close as it's gonna get us. Touch.
2,
And
1, go!
I don't know if this is a
Everything's freaking
droney.
Here it goes.
There, I hope that's a droney.
Everything was freaking out because the low battery, the collision detection, and the countdown for the droney. That's
Very
so funny.
cool. Now, it says low battery, but we're only at 23%, 22. There we go, that's the droney.
Nice.
It's going to fly itself back to where it started
so
off.
cool.
But I am going to cancel that and just do a manual landing so it doesn't get so close to us. Okay, I'm going to get this beeping out of your ear. Let's land it.
Jeez, you were fast going over my head. Well, no, not over my head, but it was pretty close. He's a wild child with this thing. He is pretty happy about it. Well, he's gonna land on the concrete way over there with the bed lighting. All right, done.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that at least a fraction as much as I did with Abby. This is truly our best drone setup to date, and I have one single person to thank for that who doesn't even want to be named. So thank you. And to everyone watching, if you enjoyed it at all, just say thanks in the comments to our Santa. That's what they wanted to be referred to as. Absolutely amazing. I'm impressed with the technology, but I'm even more impressed with the kindness and the hearts of the people that support us. And I mean, this is one of the craziest, nicest things anyone's ever done for us. But just tuning in to watch our videos, even if it's just once a week or something, means the world to us. I mean, the fact that you guys want to take the time out of your day and spend a little of that time with us really just means more to us than you'll probably ever know. It blows my mind that we're able to continually bring you guys content like this, and if it wasn't for you tuning in and doing amazing things like this, we wouldn't be able to. So thank you. Obviously, this is amazing. I don't know if there's anything bad to say about this at all. If I bought this or it being given to me, I would still be just as impressed either way. I think that in a future video, I'm going to do almost like an exclusive opinion, or maybe review if you want to call it that, of this monitor, because that was probably one of the most impressive things of this flight in my opinion. Just so you know, that battery was a full charge on the monitor and I could see it very well, and it's only down to 91% juice. I'm so happy with that.
That means you can get almost 10 flights.
I'd say 10 flights, yeah.
That's insane.
And it was very bright and easy to see, so look forward to a video review of that. I think that it's an expensive piece of tech, but it's absolutely amazing, and it solves problems that exist when flying something like this. And I just can't say thanks enough. That's so awesome. I could ramble on continuing to say thank you, but what you could expect to see out of this for us in the future is to be used as a tool on the channel. I don't know if we're going to do a full in-depth review of this because that has been pounded into the ground by now, but I do think you can definitely see this being used as a tool, as I say. So this is going to come with us for a lot of projects in the future when we're able to pull it off. A lot of drone shots on our channel will now be with this. If you're interested, we'll have a link in the description box below. We'll try to link everything that we have here as much as possible. And I just thank you so much. You know who you are. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.